Welcome back. NativeCoin has reached another partnership, and with me is the COO, Jeff Johnson. And also, we've got the Exmarkets Exchange Chief Financial Officer, Michael Corkery, who's going to explain a little bit more about this. But Jeff, let's start with you, because we talked, I don't know, a month or so ago, and you talked about how 2021 was going to be a big year for partnerships for NativeCoin. And here we are announcing one just in the first week or so. So do you want to tell us about that?
Sure. Well, it's nice to see you again, Jane, and thanks for inviting us back to the NASDAQ. We appreciate it. So NativeCoin is a sovereign digital currency that will connect the $100 billion Native American infrastructure to people all across the world. And for the first time in history, the outside investor can reach that multi-billion-dollar revenue that's already happening today. And so Exmarkets kind of jumpstarts that opportunity for the Native coin community to get involved and check out our project. And so I brought their CFO on today to kind of talk about what that looks like for NativeCoin and from their perspective.
Okay, so let's bring in Michael. And Michael, if you could tell us about Exmarkets, what it is, what are you doing, why NativeCoin?
Well, Jane, thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be on the NASDAQ. Exmarkets is a centralized crypto exchange. We focus on bringing in projects like Jeff's that we feel have a real impact on our community, and that we think that have good business models and have good possibilities for growth in the future. And so we were started in 2018, and we service a lot of the European American markets. We have a lot of clientele and users in Southeast Asia, and we also have a Southeast Asian exchange coin margin. And so what we've been doing is offering some dual listing for projects that we feel will really sort of inspire our community, and we feel that add a lot of value to the users on our platform.
Okay. Now, Jeff, I mean, we have seen Bitcoin 30,000, 32, 34, 35, 39. I mean, almost just not even taking a breather. I mean, and you are kind of the Bitcoin sovereign lands and businesses, right?
Correct. Yeah, so we, the IEO that Exmarkets is offering does provide a strategic partnership and a big jumpstart for all of the people that missed that Bitcoin opportunity. This is, we look at as the sovereign Bitcoin. There are, 44 million acres of sovereign lands here in the United States, and there's a digital dollar that people now have access to from all over the world. And NativeCoin, by offering it out to the world, makes it so that the person or business that wants to be able to have their own personal private currency has that, and has the ability to spend it anywhere, to any business, a casino, shopping center, from anywhere in the world.
So I want to get both of your thoughts on this. And just since you're both in the blockchain kind of crypto space, I mean, what do you think? Where is this going? I mean, is this going to be a pivotal year, you think, for this? What do we expect in 2021? Michael, do you want to go first?
Sure, I absolutely think so. I think that, a couple of years ago when it was reaching, 16, 17, 18,000, everyone was, mad for Bitcoin. But I think then the correction really scared a lot of people off. And now to see this surge again is going to get a lot more eyes back on Bitcoin. I think there's a lot of, with COVID and a lot of uncertainty in the market, it's going to make some of the other capital markets and some of the other asset classes less desirable. And I think you're seeing people that are now looking, and they trust Bitcoin more, they trust crypto, they better understand it. With a lot of the new blockchains that are out there, there's more uses for it. And I think it's going to be something that will continue quite on. So we're still quite bullish on it.
Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, we're looking, the market that we're trying to reach is people that have looked at cryptocurrency before, maybe owned Bitcoin, missed the opportunity, or looking for something new. They're excited about crypto. They're looking at the digital age, and that's where they find NativeCoin. And we're providing that sovereign digital dollar right here and globally.
Okay. So, and then Jeff, go ahead, Michael.
I just wanted to say one thing. I think one thing that we're also seeing is also a maturation of the market. And I think projects like NativeCoin show that the same, I come from the traditional finance world and working as an analyst and evaluating companies and whatnot. So the same kind of fundamentals that are important to a traditional company are just as important to crypto projects as well. And I think we're seeing better teams, better fundamentals, better business models, that type of thing. So I think that's in addition to its increased interest over the price surge, we're also seeing a lot more people trusting the teams and the projects that are being released because they're higher quality.
Okay. Well, I mean, and I think we're seeing a lot of government spending, and that's also sending people away from currencies and into other assets too. That's helped for sure. Okay, Jeff, final question. How can somebody find out about NativeCoin? How can they buy NativeCoin? Where would you send them?
Sure. So one last thing I wanted to say about NativeCoin is, just like Microsoft provided the operating system that powers your computer today, we see NativeCoin as providing the individual who owns it their own digital sovereign currency in the multi-billion-dollar Native American economy. And so what that means for people is that the sovereign lands that have been here now offering up their own digital currency to people all over the world. And for us, we look at that as monumental. For the first time in history, it connects people from all over the world to the sovereign lands. Where can you get it? You can get it at native-coin.com. All the information's there. And yeah, thanks for having us back on today. I really appreciate it.
Well, and an interesting point too about connecting people all over the world with native businesses in the US. So I hadn't thought about that, but that's really interesting. So, well, thank you so much, Michael and Jeff, for joining us. I'm sure we will talk again soon.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you.